And had you only been able to see, when the time comes that the criminals are going to be holding their heads down in shame, نَاكِسُوا رُؤُوسِهِمْ, not even lifting them for 1 second, not يَنْكُسُونَ نَاكِسُوا رُؤُوسِهِمْ, that's just what they've become, people that hold their heads down in shame. That's all they do. نَكَسَ عَلَى رَأْسِهِ, to lower one's head, or to be lowered, humiliated by lowering the head. تَنَكَّسَ الْعَلَمْ, we talked about that before, to lower the flag of a nation, to humiliate that nation. So نَاكِسُوا رُؤُوسِهِمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ, before their master. رَبَّنَا أَبْصَرْنَا, Master, we see. It's so ironic. When you put your head down, you don't see. Right? When you put your head down, you don't have full view. But that when Judgment Day arrives, the guy just looking down says, I don't need to see. I've seen enough. I don't even dare look up. And then he turns to Allah and says, رَبَّنَا أَبْصَرْنَا, Master, please, we've seen enough. وَسَمِعْنَا, and we've heard now. فَارْجِعْنَا, then send us back. نَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا, we'll act differently, we'll be different people. We've seen enough. You know, in the previous surah, somebody almost drowned in the ship. Then they went back to normal. On Judgment Day, these people see something traumatic also, much more traumatic than almost a ship drowning. And they say, we've heard, we've seen, we've heard, please send us back. Now for sure we're going to be different. We're going to act righteously now. We're going to become different people. This is one of the few places in the Qur'an where seeing is mentioned before hearing. Typically in the Qur'an, Allah mentions hearing first and He mentions seeing second, because the message of Islam, first and foremost, is supposed to be heard. And then the people, then the miracles are seen. Like Musa alayhi salam doesn't come in to show people something, he comes in to talk to Fir'aun. When all else fails, then he shows him. So the hearing comes first and the seeing comes second. But on Judgment Day, oh, you people wanted to see, right? You said we won't believe until we see something? Okay, well there's plenty for you to see on Judgment Day. Oh, now that you've seen, you're ready to listen. Please send us back. Inna muqinun. Certainly we are completely convinced. Yaqeen in Arabic, or iqan in Arabic, is to believe something with the eyes of conviction. Yaqeen. Yaqeen is like I believe it because I've seen it. No, really I've seen it. There's a mouse in the house. Really? Did you just hear it? No, I saw it. Are you sure you saw it? Yes, I saw it. It was looking at me. That's yaqeen. You're absolutely certain. وَلَوْ شِئْنَا لَآتَيْنَا. And by the way, before I move further, they have yaqeen on Judgment Day. And the people of Qur'an, Allah says, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ Baqarah. What did he say? وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. They have absolute conviction in the Akhirah as though they can see it. What gives them that? Revelation gives them that. It gives them that picture into the Akhirah. To the point where they're absolutely convinced. It's not a theory to them. It's a reality. وَلَوْ شِئْنَا لَآتَيْنَا كُلَّ نَفْسٍ هُدَاهَا. And if that was the case, if this was how you wanted us to operate, if we wanted, we would have given every person its guidance. His guidance, or her guidance. In other words, everybody would have been guided. If Allah wanted. But that was your responsibility. If Allah wanted, He could have forced guidance on you. But that wasn't the point. You were made such a marvelous creation to see whether you can make that choice on your own. Why do you think you're honored so much? Because you make that choice. Birds declare Allah's perfection. They don't have a choice. Every rock declares Allah's perfection. It doesn't have a choice. Angels declare Allah's perfection. They don't have a choice. لَا يَعْصُونَ اللَّهَ مَا أَمَرَهُمْ. They don't have a choice to disobey Allah in whatever He commands them. It's coming in Surah At-Tahrim. You were supposed to be this awesome display of Allah's creation because He gave you the choice to disobey and you still chose to obey. Why do you think you're different from all other creatures? Why do you think you're the best of all creation? You wanted to be like everybody else? If Allah wanted, Allah would have guided every single person. وَلَكِنَّ حَقَّ الْقَوْلُ مِنِّي لَكِنْ حَقَّ الْقَوْلُ مِنِّي. However, the word from me did come to pass. The word that, the declaration that I made, that most human beings are going to be disappointing. Not because He programmed them to be, because He gave them everything they needed. وَنَفَخَ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي. The angel blew into him from my ruh, So he had enough to be guided. But لَأَمْلَأَنَّ جَهَنَّمَ مِنَ الْجِنَّةِ وَالنَّاسِ أَجْمَعِينَ, I will fill hellfire with jinns and human beings altogether. Who's mentioned first? Jinns are mentioned first, because most human beings, instead of following the unseen that comes from the angels, revelation, they followed the unseen that came from the jinn, the waswasa of shaitan. They followed the wrong unseen. They follow the wrong unseen. They just listen to the waswasa that pushed them further into dunya. فَذُوقُوا بِمَا نَسِيتُمْ لِقَاءَ يَوْمِكُمْ هَذَا. Then taste, because of what you forgot, the meeting of this day of yours. إِنَّا نَسِينَاكُمْ, we've forgotten you also. To forget someone is to dismiss someone. Forgetting is of two kinds. Forgetting is, I can't remember who you are, I don't remember your name. That's forgetting. But another form of forgetting is to dismiss somebody. Like you say, forget you, man. Who cares about you? Or somebody says, hey, you want to go eat food? Yeah. Let's call Zayd. No, forget Zayd. Forget Zayd means ignore Zayd. Dismiss Zayd. Allah says, you forgot me, you dismissed me, you undermined me, then today we're undermining you. فَذُوقُوا عَذَابَ الْخُلْدِ. Then taste the punishment of eternity. بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ, on account of what you used to be up to.